It happens when you least expect it. You're watching a film you've seen before, or listening to a song on a quiet drive, or just sitting in a room doing nothing. And then, without warning, your eyes fill up. You're not even sure what you're crying about. And that's what makes it so strange. Because crying, at least the kind that sneaks up on you, isn't really about sadness. It's about something much deeper than that. Here's something most people don't know about tears. There are 3 different kinds. Basal tears, the ones that keep your eyes lubricated all day, every day. You don't notice them. Reflex tears, the ones that come when something gets in your eye, or when you're near smoke, or chopping onions. Pure biology, no emotion. And then, there are emotional tears. These are different, chemically different. They contain higher levels of stress hormones and a protein-based hormone called prolactin. Your body is literally flushing something out. Crying, in this sense, is not weakness. It's a release valve. Your body decided it was carrying too much, and this is how it puts it down. So what actually triggers it? Deep in your brain sits the limbic system, the emotional processing center. It's ancient. It existed long before language, long before logic. It responds to things that matter before your conscious mind has a chance to weigh in. When something hits an emotional nerve, a memory, a piece of music, a moment of unexpected kindness, the limbic system fires. It sends a signal. And part of that signal, for many people, ends in tears. The interesting thing is that this signal doesn't need a reason you can articulate. It just needs something to resonate. Something that rhymes with a feeling you've been carrying. That's why a stranger's wedding can make you cry. Or a song you haven't heard in 10 years. The limbic system recognized something, even if you didn't. Here's the part that might surprise you. When you cry without knowing why, you almost always are crying about something. You just haven't connected the dots yet. Sometimes it's grief that hasn't finished processing. A loss you thought you were over, surfacing again because something in the moment reminded you of it. Sometimes it's accumulated stress. You've been holding yourself together so tightly for so long that the smallest gentle thing, a kind word, a quiet moment, opens the gate. Sometimes it's beauty. Genuine, unexpected beauty, in music, in nature, in human connection, can overwhelm the nervous system in a way that comes out as tears. Psychologists call this being moved. It's the body's response to something that feels bigger than everyday life. And sometimes it's relief. Something you were bracing for, consciously or not, finally passed. And the tears or the exhale. Most of us were taught, in some way, that crying is something to manage, to hold back, to apologize for. But research consistently shows the opposite. Suppressing emotional tears keeps the stress hormones inside. The pressure stays. The body doesn't get to release what it needs to release. People who cry, and allow themselves to cry, report lower cortisol levels afterward. A clearer head. A body that feels lighter. The word catharsis comes from ancient Greek. It means cleansing. Aristotle used it to describe what happened to audiences watching tragedy. They cried, and they left feeling better. Not because anything had changed, but because something had moved through them instead of staying stuck. So the next time tears arrive without a clear reason, you don't need to immediately find the reason. You can just let it happen. Your body knows what it's doing. It has been doing this far longer than your conscious mind has been trying to manage it. If you want to understand it, afterward, in the quiet, you can ask, what was I feeling before this? What has been building lately? What did that moment remind me of? The answer is usually there, just underneath. Crying without knowing why is not confusion. It's your body being honest, before your mind has the words. If that felt familiar, there's a lot more like this on Quietly Human. Subscribe, and we'll keep unpacking the things you feel but can't always explain.